Hi guys and welcome back to the part 4 of my F1 driver career mode as you can see we have a rear downforce chassis update this time, and which puts us just together with Alpine, though we have not shortened the gap with RB, but we are still trying to catch up to the RB and get the 5th or 6th position this time. But let's get into qualifying. And for the first run into Q2, going through the reverses and taking it a little bit, not too much out of the tires, because we don't want to push on the first lap too much. Just get the natural time out of the tires, and we are P7 right now in front of Joe and Magnussen. And when we came into the pits and see the time after everyone put it was P16, so we decided we have to go again. So for the second and the final lap of my Q2, we start right now with into P16, has to go somewhere, start our lap, and we are a little down on our time for right now, but we are taking every ERS we can into the turn 1, into turn 3, and see into turn 4, taking the cup almost nearly onto the beach out, but on the last reverse we have almost beached out on the corner, and we have 4/10 gain on that time, and because of that we are now P3 with 17.7. We ended Q1 in P6, but shame for us, our teammate Kevin Magnussen only in P16 out of Q1 and into Q2, going through the reverses, going on to the curb too much, beaching the car a little bit too. This time was on used set of tires, so we weren't really any problem. It was 19-0 for us, and we are right now in P15. So we start our final Q2 lap in P15, a little bit down again on our time for the lap 1, but we are going to gain a lot of time into sector 1, and look at that, only in turn 2 and 3, and just out of Aquamineral and into the chicane, we have already gained 5/10, going a little bit wide there. Lando Norris on provisional pole right now, George Russell on provisional pole. We are almost 5/10 up, going through the reverses on last corner, just trying to put the power as much as we can. We gain 7.5 tenths into the lap. Can we get out of Q2? We can't. We are only P13. Not a good lap. I think we had a lot more pace in the car, but we couldn't able to take that pace out, and we are in P13 out of the race.
This race has gone by several former names:
P1.
Italian
So let's
Grand Prix,
get into the race.
the San Marino Grand Prix, and now the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. It's race day. We're at Imola. Welcome. 3.1 miles of track at Imola, featuring 19 turns, 9 to the right and 10 to the left. Remember that Imola differs from most other Formula 1 tracks as it's taken anti-clockwise. Let's hope nobody forgets that today. The exit from turn 18 will probably be the setup for many of today's overtakes, leading as it does into the longest straight on the circuit and its only DRS zone. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Hamilton, Sainz, Russell, Stroll, Ricciardo, Gasly, Ali, Sargent, Tsunoda, Joe, Oscar Piastri, Magnussen, Albon, Ocon, and Valtteri Bottas begins the race from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head down trackside for today's race. And alongside me today is a man who needs no introduction, but I'll try anyway. It's Ant Davidson. Now, you'll remember back from your racing days, Ant, working with the team and getting to know them is oh so important. And that's what this driver's going through at the moment. And I think one thing we are seeing with this driver at the moment is that they're very much embedded within the team. They know the team knows them, and it's working wonderfully. I don't want to, but we should look at their recent performances, and I think poor is a universal word to describe them. I know what we've got to do before the start of today's race, but what about our driver? What do the final hours look like for them?
Well, for them, you've got your pre-race rituals that you go through. You see different drivers that, some have got their headphones on, they're listening to the music. Some drivers really absorb the energy from the crowd and they're there waving to them. Other drivers, they go within themselves. They chat to their engineers, absorbing that information, that vital information that you need to carry you through the race. And, those pre-race rituals are essential to making things systematic. We do a lot of Grand Prix in a season, and the more systematic you can be,
Max
the easier you are within that environment.
Side by side with Lando Norris, and it's going to be a really amazing battle, as we have seen in real life. Can this time Lando Norris won this race? We are starting P13, our teammates is starting P17. The strategy is only a one-stop race, so we guys go into the race. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are go for the round 4 of my F1 driver career mode. Max Verstappen getting amazing exit. Lando Norris just in front of Alonso. Everyone else, Paris, Leclerc going side by side, Hamilton and Sainz going side by side, Stroll, Russell going side by side, me and Ricciardo going side by side. Look at that, both Ferrari from the inside. Max Verstappen has only pulled out a second gap, more than a second gap, a 1.5 second gap in the first 3 corners. And into the chicane, into the hairpin we go. We are now P11, just behind Gasly and Russell. As you guys know, Ricciardo is in RP, which is much faster than Haas. But we are taking it on turn 7. We are still trying to keep the car on the ground. As you guys know from the previous races, the medium tire does not like Haas. The medium tires just burn off a little too quickly on these tires. The hard tires is a more reliable one, but we are still in the DRS of Gasly so that we can keep in front of Ricciardo on lap 2. And going on to lap 3, Alonso with DRS just behind Norris, going side by side. Can Alonso overtake Norris there? And into braking, Alonso from the outside has overtaken Lando Norris. Lando Norris couldn't do anything because Lando Norris is on hard tires right now, and Alonso is obviously on medium, so mediums giving Alonso superior grip. And we go on to lap 3. We are also trying to just stay in the DRS of Gasly so that we can defend from Ricciardo and not get pushed down. And on lap 4, Gasly has broken DRS just by a half a tenth, and because of that Ricciardo has overtaken us for P11. We are into P12 with 2 seconds late on Sargent and after that Joe, but we are still there. And into lap 7, Alonso has to defend against much faster Norris with DRS. Alonso can't do anything. Lando Norris has overtaken into braking, has easily overtaken Fernando Alonso. Lando Norris is now in P2. Lando Norris, and we are here on lap 7 trying to just stay in front of Tsunoda, but we decided that he is just behind us, so we are going to let him by. But our fault in this case is that we let him by in the chicane. Because of that we lost a lot of time. So the subtlety of giving position for DRS, we haven't learned that properly, and because of this, look at that, Tsunoda has only gained 9 tenths on us because of a dumb mistake in which we tried to take DRS from Tsunoda to keep in front. We are too much behind him, and on the last corner we have a big wheel spin there. Even with DRS, Joe with a superior power and more ERS has overtaken us, but into braking we have again overtaken Joe without any problem. We are just pushing as much as we can. And on lap 15 Verstappen has pit, and same as Alonso, but Norris, who was on hard, has not pit. And we also getting attacked by Piastri on the last Russell. We have a yellow flag here, and yellow flag is for George Russell, who is out of the race. George Russell is out of the race, and we jump into the pits after this lap, and we jump into the pits at the end of 14th lap because the tire was getting bad. And if you can see from the right side of the screen, we have a red on the engine because our ICE is over 70% now, and we should have changed the ICE, but we didn't. And into the pits, we have a problem. And we get a 4.5 pit stop because we had a problem with the rear tire. Yeah, this is not going to be good because our engine is wearing a little too much right now. But still, we have to make something in this race. And on lap 17, we are just in front of Magnussen. Magnussen has DRS, but has catch up to us with DRS and into chicane. And we have an objective. We have a team order to let Magnussen by, and we are going to let him by just a little bit, and then again try to overtake him. But we didn't get a good exit, and Magnussen has overtaken us. But we are going to just stay behind him at the end of lap 17 into the reverses, a little bit wide for the last corner. Still, we have DRS on Magnussen, but we are still going to take it easy because it's 5 tenths right now, and he cannot gain 5 tenths even with that much. And Ocon is trying to overtake us. But we into turn 1, we have, with the braking, superior braking, we have overtaken Ocon and Magnussen there. Ocon was trying to attack us, we have easily overtaken us. And on lap 19, Lando Norris, who was on hards, has pit. And Max Verstappen is in front. He is going easy there, and Alonso is also going to overtake. Yes, Alonso has overtaken Lando Norris. Perez has overtaken Lando Norris. Sainz too, and Norris is side by side with Leclerc. Leclerc giving him enough space, and because of that, Norris has made that overtake. And on lap 20, just in behind Sainz, with the help of DRS, Lando Norris has again overtaken Sainz, as both the Ferraris has been dispatched by Lando Norris. And we go on lap 20 with Magnussen just behind us. Piastri has also paid, who will come out just with us. Let's see if we can overtake Piastri. Look at that, Piastri just there. We try to get a little bit of split seam there, and and now into braking, we have easily overtaken Piastri there. But Piastri has good medium tires, which are only a lap old. I think he will easily, and look at that, on the second sector of lap 20, Piastri has overtaken us, though we didn't put too much of a fight because we didn't want to waste our tires trying to fight Piastri. And into the chicane we go. Look at that, we get amazing launch out of the chicane, but we are just behind Piastri so that we can get the DRS and just stay in front of our teammate Cam Magnussen. And Bottas, who is also in DRS, will try to overtake us, but we are tipping the tire onto the grass just behind Piastri. Let's see if we can do with DRS. Magnussen is really fast. Magnussen has overtaken with the help of DRS and DRS, though we also have DRS, but into braking, Magnussen has edged us out. Into the braking, and Magnussen is now in P13. And for lap 22, Lando Norris just behind Perez. Perez defending it beautifully. Lando Norris tried to go from the outside to the outside, hasn't worked, and into braking has to stay behind him. But on lap 23, Lando Norris into braking from the outside has overtaken Perez with ease there. With a superior grip on medium tires. And on lap 24, Alonso has to defend behind Lando Norris, and Fernando Alonso has cracked under pressure, made a mistake into turn 1, and Lando Norris has overtaken him with Max Verstappen in front with only 6 seconds. Can Lando Norris keep that position of P2, or can he attack for P1 for Verstappen? And on lap 24, we are just behind Magnussen, using every bit of DRS we have, every bit of ERS we have, everything deployed. And into braking, we have overtaken Magnussen with an amazing into turn 1, going on to the sausage curb there. Still we are in front, and Magnussen has to just stay behind. And on lap 31, we have made a gap of 2 seconds from Bottas. Bottas has obviously overtaken Magnussen with a lot of DRS because he was just still behind Magnussen. and onto the last lap with Bottas 2.4 seconds behind. We have cemented that lead, and Max Verstappen has edged Lando Norris out with the win in the Imola GP. Lando Norris into P2, Max Verstappen P1, Perez just behind, just in front of Alonso. Alonso with DRS can't do anything. Perez has gotten P3 and Sainz into P4 and Leclerc into P5. We with the 2 seconds lead in front of Bottas. Going through the reversals, we have cemented P13. I don't think, guys, we could have done anything more into this race. The RBs were too fast. Every car in front of us is, look at that, they were 19 seconds in front at the end of the race.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in. Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So Max Verstappen won the race. Obviously, we come in 13, starting P12. It wasn't a too good of a race for us. We couldn't able to give any kind of fight to the people in front. We were just able to overtake everyone who were just behind us in the index. But still, guys, it was an amazing race. Imola has always been amazing for me. So, guys, after the race, let's see our rating. Our experience has gone to 58, racecraft to 72, awareness hasn't improved with the rating, focus has improved with a 1000, and we have on 75. And guys, if you like the video, please like and subscribe and give me your feedbacks about everything you want me to do. Keep watching and have fun.